Welcome folks, it's day 22 and it's a rainy day in Bulgaria. Big storms overnight. Staying in a hostel, cost about £19 for the night, and making my way slowly to Thessaloniki, which is 1200 kilometres or more away, so it'd be a slow slug. A lot of that through Bulgaria. Anyway, I'll show you what I got for breakfast. And it does look like the rain is stopping. I was going to set off early to go about 7:30, would you believe? But the heavens were just chucking it down. Last night it was thunder, lightning and that stuff, so I thought I'd give it a while, have some breakfast and then go. It's about 9 o'clock now. Yeah. So just leaving Shabla now after having breakfast. And I just noticed these in the field. Can't be oil. What's that then? Water? Irrigation, I guess. There are a few of them. Very small. Interesting though. So the hostel I stayed in last night, Hostel Shabla, was fine. It's obviously an old sort of communist block type of building, very functional, but the people were very friendly, spoke no English, but that wasn't a barrier to some form of communication, which was great. Chatted with a guy who was actually Romanian, and we just chatted about the roads in Romania, so that was interesting too, using Google Translate. And then, yeah, this morning had breakfast, so it was all included in the price for about £19 a night's accommodation, hot water shower, all that sort of stuff, Wi-Fi, and breakfast. I'm heading towards Thessaloniki in Greece, which is several hundred, if not 1200 kilometres away. But I was really keen to see the Black Sea, so I've come sort of like a little back road round, and I could do that because I'm on my own. It doesn't matter. If this is what I want to do, then that's what I'm doing, so there's no negotiation necessary. Whether I'll be able to see much of it, I don't know, because it's sort of, as I said, it seems to be a lot of blocked off bits. But see, you can just see it over on the left hand side, so at least it is there. I can say I've seen the Black Sea, and you vicariously can say you've seen the Black Sea. There it is. Very nice. I might have mentioned last night I'm having problems with sound still, but actually I think it's me catching the cable. It's not retracted very well into the crash helmet, and so I tend to end up with a bit of a larger loop, and I think every now and again I must catch it with my fingers. It's quite rugged there. You're doing a bit of wild camper vanning, if there is such a thing. Anyway, the storm last night was horrendous. There were dogs barking late into the night out the back, growling, howling, barking. Then eventually I fell asleep, and the thunder and lightning woke me up. Well, I guess it was the thunder that woke me up, but and the really heavy rain. And although I'm sure my trusty Van Gogh tent, the palace that it is, according to some of the comments, yes, it is a big thing when you pack it up, and it's still a big thing when you erect it. It is comfortable. I'm not sure I would have fancied spending the night in that sort of howling thing. Would have been a good test, of course. Anyway, I'm just enjoying the sight here, and I shall let you get back to your days. If anything interesting crops up, or any of the bigger derricks, I think that's what they are, aren't they? Those machines. I'm sure it must be just for irrigation purposes. I'll let you know. I do hope this sound recorded. If it didn't. Right. Sort of derelict buildings on the left hand side. Wind farm on the right hand side, so Bulgaria generating energy. But I can still see the Black Sea. Haven't really been able to get any closer to it, but yeah, no skimming stones type of activity, but at least it's there. Whether there is another road down that way, I don't know. There seem to be farm tracks, but I'm not sure they're open to Joe Public. More turbines. Something I'm hoping to do with these video vlogs and waffles is just capture some of the variety of roads, towns, agriculture and things like that. But it's just interesting to see the mix that we've come through so far of blacktop, perfect blacktop, to unpaved roads, completely unpaved, and then a variety of things like a series of potholes struck together with chewing gum. But as much as anything, it's for my own pleasure to look back in years to come. Maybe I should be brave and hop down one of these little side tracks, but then if it ends up in somebody's front garden, they won't be too impressed, will they? Anyway, I thought I'd add that this is the furthest part east of the trip. Still not on the return yet, because I'm going a little bit further south yet. Head to Greece. But after Greece, it's sort of heading slightly west and a lot north. So that, I would say, is the return, start of the return. So this is interesting. Let's hope there's none of these massive great potholes in the middle of it. Nope, seemed alright. It's quite deep though. Boot full of water. The puddle. Really did rain overnight. So I've just passed a sign which said left is Cape Kaliakra. It's 6 kilometres. So that sounds promising. Cape Kaliakra. Oh, tickets. Buy tickets. Ooh. Hello. Visit how much?
3 leva per person.
So 5.5 hours later, found the right currency. Quite interesting sculpture. There's the Black Sea. I'm not sure how far this road actually goes or how far we can go along it. Can't imagine it's very far. That's probably it. So this is definitely the most easterly point that we'll be travelling to. From here on, it's west. Still got a bit of south to go, so not going to be there, not the return yet. Oh, look at the state of the bike, but we will be heading south west towards Greece, and then effectively heading northwest from there. Anyway, I'm going to go and explore a little bit and see what there is to see. So apparently these dwellings date back to Roman era, and later there's a church back there which was, I think, 17th century or something, but I'll stick some photos up just in case anyone's interested. Oh, and it was about £2, so €2.40, I guess, something like that, to get in. It isn't too bad. So some more of the ruins from Bath, 4th century. We're just heading to Varna, which looks a bigger city. There's a motorcycle accessory shop there as well, which I'm hoping sells visor waterproofing. Well, that was somewhat disappointing, but it was closed for lunch from 12:30 to 1:30. It's only the water repellent, but given the amount of rain I've been going through recently, could definitely do with that for the visor. Normally lasts a few days, but with all the bugs in that, you tend to have to wash it off. So as I've mentioned, aiming in the direction of Thessaloniki in Greece, and I'm trying to avoid the motorways, and the way to do that would be to use something like My Routes app or Garmin Basecamp perhaps, and plot the route that way. But I didn't get the laptop out yesterday, so I couldn't do either of those. And the Garmin itself, I just don't find it very intuitive. So I'm doing it in little segments. And there's a town called El Hovo which is about 166 kilometers from here. So that'll bring today's total to around the 320, 330 kilometers mark, which is ample. But again, it's sort of cost effective wise, it's far easier to check into a small hotel. I think this one is again, it's about £19, maybe 24 euros, whatever it is, which really isn't bad for the night. And I have my own bathroom facilities and electricity and Wi-Fi, so that's what I'm doing tonight. It does make me think, should I have brought this camping gear at all? It's just put a load of weight on the back. Caused me some kerfuffle, as you know. But I'm sure I will be using it, especially on the northward journey, heading back, where prices are not quite so cheap. Some curvy Bulgarian roads. Maybe Garmin Adventurous Routing did listen after all. So as I was coming out of that town, whose name I've forgotten, I spotted this place. Unfortunately they don't have any visor waterproofing, but at least they did have chain lube, so, and it was 35 Bulgarian, so that's sort of £15 or something like that, I suppose. Nearly as much as a hotel for the night. Anyway, it was a good find, and he did try to sell me an MV Agusta whilst I was in there. We've arrived in Elkovo and now looking for the hostel Hotel Diana, staying in for the night. Meant to be about 400 meters away. Might not to be anywhere, somewhere here. Oh, there it is, Hotel Diana. Oh. So we've arrived at Hotel Diana, and it's been a good day's riding actually. 329 kilometers. Anyway. So let me show you the room. I'm pleasantly surprised actually. It's only just less than £20, so 2 single beds. It actually looks out onto sort of a patio area. It's not too bad. And got some cupboards. No wet room. Seems perfectly adequate to me, and there's a supermarket downstairs as well. I'm sure there's restaurants along the strip here. Anyway, that's me done for the day. 320 kilometers, about 200 miles. It's about right for the day. Great, that coastal route. It was lovely seeing the Cape as well. So anyway, I'm going to go grab the luggage and unpack, eat and relax. Bye for now.